Hi, can I have a half dozen glazed donuts?
Anything else?
Just that. I got the donuts. I got these donuts. It's time for the donuts. This place, Shipley's Donuts down in Texas, has the best glazed donuts. Like Krispy Kreme ain't got nothing on that. I just paid $4.90 for 6 of these donuts, and I have to say, it was a very good financial investment. Welcome to the video, guys. Today I want to talk to you about 3 big financial mistakes I made in my 20s, and the first one is what I call the break-even trap. So as most of you guys know, my first job out of college was as a software engineer. Then I quit that to do personal training, and while I was training, I was also trying to figure out ways to make money online. And eventually I figured out how to write and self-publish ebooks on Amazon Kindle, and after I published a couple books, I was making enough money from that I also quit the training job. So at this point I was working for myself and making my own money, which sounds pretty amazing, right? Well, you have to realize that even though I was self-publishing 3 or 4 books per year, that was only making me about $30K per year, and I was living in downtown Boston, which is super expensive. So by the time I paid for my rent and my food and my basic expenses, I wasn't saving any money at all. And I continued like this for 2 full years, man, where basically my whole life was on cruise control. I'd wake up late, shower, meditate, listen to a podcast, cook breakfast, then maybe around noon I'd work for a few hours just so I could get that next book done on time. And after that, I'd chill some more. I'd play some video games, go on a date, go out with my bros. Like basically I was living a comfortable life. I was not challenging myself. And eventually I realized that if I keep doing this, I'm never gonna have enough money to save or invest, and it's gonna be impossible to ever be wealthy. So if you're watching this video right now and you're also kind of just on cruise control, you need to ask yourself, what can you do to start growing financially? Maybe you need to find a new job. Maybe you need to start a side hustle. In my case, I needed to stop relying on that little Amazon money and start trying different things, because eventually that's what led me to YouTube, and I've been a lot more successful here.
The chosen one, I'm not the one to underestimate. I want the throne, I've grown to crush obstruction, rush through barricades, levitate, got it tatted on me, told them follow me, they see the vision, now it's 2020, clear as towel.
Hydration is very important, bro. Almost as important as donuts. Do you know what else is important? Having clear, healthy skin. It makes you feel more confident. Girls like it. And that's why I decided to partner with Tiege Hanley to be the sponsor of today's video. In case you're not familiar, Tiege Hanley is basically the simplest, easy to use skincare system for men. And basically how it works is that if you sign up, every month they're gonna send you a box just like this that has a variety of different creams and lotions in here that have been designed specifically to work together and give you clear, healthy skin that looks dope. For example, you're gonna get the daily face wash I just used. You're also gonna get a PM moisturizer for nighttime and an AM moisturizer for the morning that also has sun protection. And look, man, this is not some cheap shit that you'd find on the bottom shelf at the local pharmacy. All of these products have top of the line ingredients like collagen and eucalyptus, but because Tiege sells directly to the consumer, they're able to offer these at a very affordable price. And because Tiege Hanley is sponsoring the video today, they have hooked up anybody who's watching this video with a secret link, first link in description. If you click that, you're gonna get an even better deal on your first box of Tiege Hanley. It is finally hoodie season in Texas. It's been like straight 90s here, and then all of a sudden yesterday and today it's been in the 50s. But I get to rep my Edge hoodie. So today is squat day, boys, and I have not squatted in over a week because last week we flew to New Hampshire, then we flew back, and I must have sat like funny on the airplane or something because my lower back just hasn't felt right until today. But that is no excuse. We are doing 395 pounds. We're gonna try and get 5 sets of 5 reps. This would be a PR. Let's get it. Got it, bro. That last rep was heavy as fuck. In just a couple weeks though, I think we might be able to squat 4 plates, which has been like a goal of mine for a long ass time.
2020 clear as towel laces, clear as day, no longer move around in fear, disarray. Pray you hear me like the winter wind against your window pane. Feel the bass, baby, soak it in and let it marinate. It's time to hustle, gotta muscle up and run through barricades, yeah.
Gains, bro. In case you missed the Edge launch on Monday, we launched some pretty cool stuff, and we should still have some things in stock in case you slacked a little bit. Anyway, mistake number 2, I played the short game. So most of y'all are familiar with Bitcoin, right? It got super popular 2 years ago. I think in December 2017, it peaked and it was trading for $16,000 or $17,000 for 1 Bitcoin. And I had some friends who got in early, and at that point they had made tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars even, and they convinced me that this is how we were gonna become millionaires. So in December, I finally decided to invest about $4,000 into Bitcoin. And at first, I was gaining a little bit of money, but very quickly the entire crypto market crashed, and I was left with like $100 in my account. I was super depressed. I was pissed off at my friends a little bit, but I did learn a lesson. So anytime somebody presents you with an opportunity to get rich quick and make a lot of money in a short amount of time, it doesn't matter if this is from Bitcoin or maybe one of your friends knows someone who's starting a business and they're looking for some investors, you gotta realize that if it is possible to make a lot of money, that means that it's a very volatile market, and it's also possible to lose a lot of money, like what happened with me in Bitcoin. So here's my advice. Only invest money into these situations if you are 1000% prepared to lose all that money. And I can already hear a lot of y'all in the comments, but bro, Bitcoin is the future. And like, it might be, but it also might not be. Here's the way to look at it. Unless you're a professional poker player, when you go into a casino, the casino is usually gonna win. Like, you're usually gonna lose money. It's the same thing with short-term investments. Unless you're a professional day trader or you're someone who spends all of your life researching and trading cryptocurrencies, you're probably gonna lose money, bro. Oh my God, get in my mouth. This is the double Smoke Shack burger at Shake Shack, and you've been on my mind all day, baby. Ready, here's the move. You take some ketchup, some mayonnaise, and a little bit of hot sauce. Shake Shack's fries are not even that good, but when you put this sauce on them, they're good. So this third mistake is something that honestly I'm still working on fixing right now, and that is taking active control of your money. All right, so if you're making a good chunk of money right now, this is crucial. And even if you're not there yet, still pay attention, because once you get there, this is something you want to know. So every week or every 2 weeks, your employer deposits money into your checking account, right? Or in my case, all the money I make from my different businesses makes its way into my business checking account. And then each month, a big chunk of that money goes towards your living expenses. So your rent, your groceries, maybe you buy some dope products for yourself like Tiege Hanley or Edge. But the question is, and this is where I'm screwing up right now, what do you do with all the money that's left over after that? Because even the best checkings accounts have very low rates of interest, so your money's gonna sit there and it's not gonna grow. So what you should be doing, and what I'm gonna start doing, is dividing that extra money into 2 buckets. The first bucket is your savings account. And you want to put enough money in your savings account to cover any upcoming expenses that you have. So for example, I'm planning on purchasing a house in the next few years, so I want to make sure I have at least enough money to cover the down payment of that house in my savings account. And the cool thing is, if you get a good savings account, like right now I know a lot of people like the betterment.com account, you're gonna get about 2% interest, so the money you put in that bucket is actually gonna grow. Now, once you got that first bucket taken care of and it's looking good over there, it's time for bucket number 2, the investment bucket. And the first thing you want to do is to max out a 401k if your employer offers it. After that, max out your Roth IRA, because both of these have tax benefits, so they're going to make you more money. The problem for me is I don't have access to a 401k right now, and once you make a certain amount of money, you're no longer allowed to contribute to a Roth IRA. And that's why I've been super lazy lately, bro. And that is where you need to start actively investing your money into a regular investment account. So if you've made it to this point, first of all, congratulations, you're doing very well for yourself, bro. Second of all, now you have to decide like what actual funds to invest your money in. And this also goes for your Roth IRA. You have to decide what funds to invest your money in. And there's a bajillion options out there. So I'm gonna tell you what I think is the easiest and most effective thing to do. And that is, you want to find a very low fee fund, because a lot of these funds, they say that they make a lot of returns, but then you look and they have a lot of fees, so they take a lot of money back for themselves. And from my experience, Vanguard has the best low fee funds. And an easy thing to do is Vanguard offers what is called a target date fund. So basically you want to decide, you want to figure out, what year am I going to retire in? So what year am I going to be at the retirement age of 62? So for example, I'm going to be 62 around the year 2050, so they offer what's called a target date 2050 fund. And what it does is it invests your money basically more aggressively when you're younger and more conservatively when you get older, so that once you get closer to that retirement age, it's not taking as many risks. And this is, I mean, it's just a good strategy. Anyway, I know that that was a lot of kind of confusing shit really fast. The main point here is that once you're making enough money to cover your expenses, you want to start putting it into your savings account. And then once you have good savings, you want to start putting it into an investment account, because this is what's going to allow your money to actually grow over the years. And like, that's how you get wealthy. That all being said, I'm tired, man. I think I confused myself a little bit, but I hope this video, it gave you some ideas for how you can improve your financial future. This is the end of the video. If you made it to the end, I appreciate you, bro. Give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so YouTube actually tells you when I release a new video. I will talk to every last one of you in the next video. Stay beastly.